declare the order that was issued by the magistrate as Niza binti Muhammad Ali to prevent all access to Parliament House yesterday by Bersih and all others as null and void, and asking for a declaration. And the copy is being made available to you now. And that it also contravened the directive of Parliament that was passed by way of a motion at the beginning of the new Parliament on May the 19th, 2004, issuing a directive to the Inspector General of Police to ensure that all routes and access to Parliament are kept open, as well as other remedies.
Would you mind repeat again, sir? Sorry.
We're asking for an order that, for a declaration that the order that was issued by the magistrate as Niza binti Muhammad Ali to restrain and to prevent Bersih activists and all other Malaysians from reaching Parliament yesterday as a null and void, as against the parliamentary motion that was passed at the beginning of Parliament, directing the Inspector General of Police to keep all access to Parliament open for members of Parliament, which is meant to allow not only members of Parliament to reach Parliament, but also to ensure that access to members of Parliament are open and available by the Rakyat, who are the people of Malaysia. Details, I'll leave the Karpal.
The details are all set out in the both in Malay and in English. English is right at the back. Yeah, it's at the big. Yeah, I can come past them.
Malay and English together.
Thank you. You want to say something?
Yes,
Yes, I would want to. Now I would ask, I rather call upon the IGP to furnish us the names of the officers who were involved in the arrest in Parliament House yesterday of the 6 activists, Dr. Mustafa Ali. We need the names because we intend to cite these police officers for contempt of Parliament. And I hope that the names will be made available to us by the IGP as soon as possible. Now the writ which has been filed is asking for a declaration that the magistrate's order dated the 10th of December is null and void, and the reasons are given in the statement of claim. And we are also saying that this order contravenes, flies in the face of a directive by Parliament in May 2004, directing the IGP to ensure that, among other things, to ensure there was no unnecessary disturbance in the precincts of Parliament. And in this case, the disturbance was on the part of police officers who are under the command of the IGP. In fact, the IGP is personally liable for the acts of the police personnel who effected the arrest yesterday. Now, to compound the position, all 6 activists and Dr. Mustafa Ali were in fact, after being detained for about 2 hours, released unconditionally. Which goes to show that they were not in any way committing any offence when they were arrested. It is also important to note that the 6 activists and Dr. Mustafa Ali were given clearance by the police at the roadblock leading to the entrance of Parliament. They were legitimately in the lobby of Parliament after having got clearance from the authorities downstairs. And what the police did was certainly high-handed. And these 6 activists and Dr. Mustafa Ali have a good case against the IGP and the police personnel involved and the government for damages on the ground that the arrest was unlawful. I think that much for the moment.
You say you want to cite the IGP for contempt of court.
No, we are going to cite the police personnel. The police personnel who effected the arrest in Parliament House. For contempt of Parliament, because they are in contempt of Parliament.
Have you identified how many of
That's
them?
why I want the IGP to supply us the names of those involved in the arrest in Parliament House.
So they will probably be done through a parliamentary procedure?
Yes, yes, we will go to the parliamentary procedure to cite them for contempt of court. Contempt of Parliament.
How are you going to do that? Through any
By motion?
Or motion?
We will be working on the mechanics.
Okay.
But we intend to take this matter to its logical end. We don't want this to become a precedent where the police can go into Parliament House and effect arrest. We are a democracy and not a police state. The police have no business to be in fact in the precincts of Parliament.
Could you tell us, what is the significance of this revision and, in view of the, perhaps we expecting more rallies to be held in the future, are you pulling up the court to get a person, to decide to...
No, we are going to... Yes, we are asking, in fact, we'll be filing a certificate of urgency to have this matter heard as soon as possible. In fact, we are at this moment trying to get the writ of summons extracted for purposes of service on the IGP and the OCPD Sentul and the government today itself. The writ will be served on the Kulasegaran. Yeah, we've got the number and we'll be doing it afterwards. It will be served on the Kulasegaran. And he'll accept it, of course, on behalf of the OCPD Sentul, the IGP and the government. We mean business. It's a very serious matter. And as I said earlier, we would not want such an unhealthy precedent to be perpetuated. Any other question?
I think the action by the police in creating another gridlock in Kuala Lumpur, jams and inconvenience and hardship to the general public must be deplored. Completely baseless, groundless. The very fact that 29 people were arrested shows that how there was just a sheer nuisance created by the police. If the 29 people had been allowed to come to Parliament, I mean, there'd be no undue disturbance would have been caused. In fact, it is the police that caused great nuisance to the people of Kuala Lumpur, creating a gridlock, as I said, and I think this is the most excessive abuse of power that must be deployed in no uncertain terms. Anything else? Anybody want to say anything? Think so. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm looking at this case. So I'll get make the arrangement now to serve on the IGP, on the Kulasegaran. Okay. So I'll meet you all in Parliament.
Okay.